What's up, guys? Going to do a complete walkthrough of the Leppyrd Tracks website, kind of how I use it to intermingle with price as we go throughout the day, and hope you guys can use this as a great tool because I actually love. I've been trying to figure out how to get all of the stats and everything in one spot that I like to use, and I think this is finally it, and I'm excited to share it with all of you guys. We have some really cool tools that are on the way. But with that, let's get right into it. These are gonna be true stats, like on X and everything. You'll see a lot of people with small sample sizes, uh, and then like they'll say, "Oh, this happens 75% of the time." Yeah, well, you don't have you have a small sample, right? You don't have true stats. We have 20 years of stats that you can count on. And like over the years, I've slowly transitioned into stats based trading just because it takes a lot of the thinking out of it. You just execute. It takes a lot of the mental out of it. It helps with discipline because you know you're always trading with the edge on your side, and you're always using the law of large numbers to hopefully keep your personal equity curve in a good forward trajectory. So with that, let's just get into it. We'll do a quick walkthrough of all these tools. I already made videos going over every single session, every single part. So if you get to a spot and be like, I can't remember what he said this was. Here's these are a couple some good recap videos inside of here. So where to start? Basically, you don't. It just depends how you want to trade. This just basically tells you what tools that you should want to use. Make sure you check out the learn section as well. It'll teach you all about all the terminology and things we use inside of the website. It shouldn't take you long. Our scorecard. This is everything we've called. You can see got a pretty good hit rate over our last 40 calls, and then just everything in general. So first thing is going to be our bias tool. So basically, my personal algorithm that runs in a trades by itself. This is going to basically tell you what that's seeing as a in terms of bias right now. It doesn't mean it says YM long, I'm going long. Just use it as a bias tool, and if it matches with your alignment and some stats maybe that you see that you say, oh, we should go to midnight here, and the bias says a long here, and I see my setup here, and I got a sweep or something, then you use it. Don't just say, just don't go long just because you see this. Use it as a more of a tool. Uh, I've also got this inside of the Discord here. Let me bring it up and show you guys. Uh, so right here, you'll see if we can make this bigger. It'll be right here, intraday bias. You'll see right now, long. We just have one signal saying that YM is a long, and we got an 85% chance of that becoming true. So that'll update every 15 minutes inside of the Discord. You can follow that channel. It's the same thing. It's going to match this page if you would rather check that out. So that's bias. Roadmap and sessions are pretty much going to be the same thing. These are going to be your price level ladders. Basically, where does price open? How much does price move during these sessions? So, for example, say Asia wants to move, it has a range of 142 points on average. What is basically from where it opens, we'll go roughly 70 80 points to above, and then 70 80 points below, and we'll bring out different levels, and based off of previous day low and stuff, you'll see there, and you'll get odds. It's the end of the day right now, so it's kind of messy because everything's hit or it's just not going to hit because obviously it's the end of the day. These percentages will update as the session goes on. The price levels do not. These because obviously as time goes on and we're still not at that level, the odds of us actually going to that level are going to diminish, right? So sessions pretty much is the same thing. Roadmap, it comes out 15 minutes before each session. So Asia is going to come out at 1945. These will also be in the Discord channels. You'll see right here, Asia roadmap, London roadmap, New York roadmap. They will automatically post to there. But if you look at New York's today for NQ, only NQ, or sorry, only the New York sessions will get this extra playbook. This is based on what happened overnight with with Asia and London, and what else is happening next. Based on what happened in Asia, you'll get cool stats like this: 77% chance that one end of the day is already in by 10:30. I'm not sure if that happened today or not. Probably. Probably the high actually. Would assume. But anyway, stop fading after 810 points because we've reached that out of stat territory where it's very less likely that we extend any more leftover stats here, and then you'll basically see that same ladder from the sessions thing. This thing will also update as the day goes on. These get updated every 15 minutes as well. So if you see a target and you're like, oh, midnight open sits at 676, just for example, and price says we should go to midnight open after such and such happens, which you'll see later on in stats. And then you see that it matches up with one of these levels, and you have like a 70% chance that we go to midnight, and then you see 80% chance that based off of NQ's ATR in New York, you'll see 80% here. So then you have 70 and 80% saying here. You wait for your own personal entry model, and then you can use these levels as targets. It's all that these roadmaps are, and then the New York sessions get a couple extra cool little things added here. Stock roadmaps are going to be the same thing, but stocks. If we don't have a stock in here that you want to trade, add it here. Type it in, and you'll get it added in about a minute or two. Then it's just basically the same thing. You'll see the ladder, and for this is Snapchat. You'll see we hit up to 535, right? So there's that. Spots is a cool tool. It's basically if this happened, then what happened after that. You can click today's setup, and it'll automatically populate everything that's already happened for you, or you can do it yourself. Because sometimes this might bring the sample size too small. You'll see with all of these settings, only 63 days like this since 2006 were the same. So you can take some of these off to kind of get a better sample size. But let's just clear it off, and let's just say yesterday closed green. We'll say 8 p.m. prints above this settlement price. We'll say Asia took yesterday's low, and London swept the Asia high. Oh, yeah, that can't. That's not possible. Let's go with that. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so there we go. We'll just go. Asia closed. Oh, nope. So there's no instances of that. Let's just leave Asia. A lot of thinking here. But essentially, all these things, basically, you type in what's happened so far, and it's going to spit out the odds of whatever else happening. So you can even just go to like New York here. The 9:30 open was above the midnight open. Yes. And we'll say Asia swept the Asia, or London swept the Asia high. And then in the 9:30 open also opens above here. You get all of these stats. So the gray lines are going to be the base rate. This is how often this happens without any selections here. So if you turn these off, it goes back to gray, right? And then you go to here, and it'll show you with these on. It actually improves your odds. And New York breaks the early London high, which is the first half of the London session. You can test it by chance to see if this is just an odd occurrence, which really shouldn't have to. And then you'll see all of these stats. The likelihood of an outside day, the chance that price. One of my favorites is the price comes back to tap midnight open. Let's see if it's on here somewhere. It should be on here. Oh yeah, just some cool stats. Price traded back to the midnight open. So right here, 64% of the time when London sweeps the Asia high and 9:30 opens above midnight open, we come back to tap midnight. 64% of the time, a little bit below the base rate, right? And then how many instances did this happen where London swept the Asia high and 9:30 opened above midnight throughout history? 1,584 times. So that is your sample size, a pretty good number to go off of. And so if you're trading back to midnight right here, and then maybe that ladder says we should go back to the price, a price that is near midnight. You're trading with stats in your favor. It's how you do it. And then the next tool is ask. Very, very simple. If you just have any kind of question, you like, if it's not on the spots tool, you can be like, okay, 9:30 opens, or the first 5 minutes of the first three 5 minute bars of 9:30. First three 5 minute bars are all green. The days closes green 68% of the time. So then you get cool stats like that. You can ask it whatever you want. Sometimes it won't be programmed into it, and it's gonna take you down here, and it's gonna have to run a bigger simulation on it, and then you'll have to wait a minute or two, and then it should spit out what you want. So it's not gonna have everything. It's not gonna have like VWAP. Don't come in and asking it, are we gonna be green or red today? Right? Just don't ask that. I forgot about this theme. You can change. Don't know why you would want that, but there's light. And then it's just basically a cool little AI tool. You can take like it's like what I like to use it as when someone posts a strategy that they say is great on Twitter. I'll take a snapshot of it, load it up here, and we can test it here to see over 20 years if it actually held up. Unlike their 5 minute, unlike their 5 minute or their a year of backtesting. So that's that tool. Target odds. This one's one of my favorites because so say like current price of we'll go with YM. So current price, it's not going to work so well right now because we're obviously it's towards the end of the day. The price right now on YM 54.32, and say I'm trying to go long to 54.200. So based on an average range day of YM, which is 687, this is how often price traded to it based on how price is trading right now in terms of ATR and distance that it is from the price and the current price. So right now, 15% odds, not very good. That price gets to 54,200 before close, right? So that's how you use that tool is put in whatever level you're trading to. You'll get percentage odds based off of uh, how likely it is that we get to that thing, and then you can change it, but via based sessions and whatnot. So that's a cool tool, and then just have some cool findings here. So uh, like I said, I just find some stats from. Usually, I just go to spots. I find some good stats that lead me in the right direction. I use my bias tool to kind of judge which way we should go, and then find a stat here or in spots via what's already going on. So it's basically bias is first. I go to spots and find something that supports my bias, and then in that direction, and then I go to here to find specific levels that coincide with where price should go, and then I have runner targets for remaining trades. So that's kind of how I use it. Hopefully, I answered you some questions for you guys. If not, you guys know how to get a hold of me. So with that, guys and ladies, take care. Hopefully, you guys find success in using this. I know it's helped me out a ton. So take care, guys. We'll see you next time.